I'm so overgrown. I'm overgrown everywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm cleaning up the property. I've got so many projects that have been started and not completed. It's actually kind of an embarrassment to even show you guys what the property looks like with all the overgrown grass and weeds and just things that have been a project and then end up being a trash pile and just everything. It's a bit embarrassing, but I'm going to show you anyway. So this is one of my stretches of days off, but Lexi and I have too much going on to be able to go out and do any camping. The kids are about to take a trip tomorrow up to Virginia, so it'll just be me with all the dogs.
Well, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm living free, I ain't got a nickel or dime. I'm just living life in Tennessee, and I'm trying to catch a steamboat on time. Catch a steamboat on time, and I'm just a lonesome hobo, and there's nothing in the world for me, so I best just keep on moving, cause that's the way that life's gotta be. Well, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm living free, I ain't got a nickel or dime, I'm just living life in Tennessee, and I'm trying to catch a steamboat on time.
Okay, so my introduction got interrupted. Let me continue where I left off. I have some goals, and I really think that maybe by being accountable and putting these goals into videos, I might actually get some of them done. So what I was saying is that I want to clean up the property. It's an embarrassment to me that I let it get the way I did, but fact of the matter is I did, and it is what it is. So now I can rectify that. I'm so overgrown. I'm overgrown everywhere. Let me turn you around so that you can see what I'm talking about. When I bought this property, I had 2 horses, and the goal was to have property that I could have my horses on instead of stapling them where I did. So about a year ago, I found the horses a new home because it was just getting way too expensive to keep them, and I didn't ride them anymore. So now I've got all of this space that it's my own fault that it's so overgrown because I just don't come out here and kind of fix it. But I've got pieces of an old antique trailer in there that I was gonna rebuild. I've got a cattle panel down here. I've got the boys' last hay bale. And I'm so overgrown, it's like a jungle. Look at this. I can't mow all the way up there because there's boards on the ground underneath this grass, so I'm gonna have to come weed eat all of this and get all of this cleaned out. That's my first goal after getting the mowing done, is to get all of this stuff right here around the boys' old horse stall cleaned up. That's the stall that I built the trailer in, which was almost a year ago now. I guess it was about 10 months or so ago. Maybe a little bit shorter amount of time. And then I parked the tractor in this side, but you can just see. And over here again, where that grass is, it's all just overgrown stuff that I'm gonna have to weed eat around because there's boards and pallets and whatnot inside of there. So it's just a mess. Absolute mess. Over there by the grill in my other car. It's an old car that I need to get rid of. It doesn't serve any purpose anymore. Yep, I need to do that. Where else? Over by the storm shelter over there, that's just a mess. Don't even want to talk about that. Up here by the shed, right there, you've got the trailer base from that vintage canned ham that I bought, and I had totally intended on fixing up, but I got as far as demolition, tore everything apart, and never went back to do anything with. That was about 4 or 5 years ago now. So yeah, I've got another trailer up there by the shed. Just so much to do. I've got to get the grass around my antenna cleaned up, grass around the septic tank cleaned up, and then around the backyard, you know, there's a lot there. I'm not even gonna talk about the trailer. The trailer is not intending to stay on this property forever. It came with the property. It was the house that was on it. It's eventually gonna get pulled off, so I don't really put any money or time and effort into it.
Cause they're the ones who just can't see. Well, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm living free. I ain't got a nickel or dime. I'm just living life in Tennessee, and I'm trying to catch a steamboat on time. Living life in Tennessee, and I'm trying to catch a steamboat on time. Well, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm living free. I ain't got a nickel or dime. I'm just living life in Tennessee, and I'm trying to catch a steamboat on time.
It's really cold out here, so I'm done mowing for tonight. Unfortunately, there is still a good maybe hour, maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes of mowing left that I'll have to do real quick before the sun goes down all the way. I've got one battery with me out here, so I'm gonna quickly hook up the weed eater and just go around the 2 sprinklers from the septic system and whatever else I can quickly do with that battery before it dies. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, day number 2. I'm gonna try and knock out some of this weed eating and the rest of the mowing. It's yucky, overcast, drizzly, and cold, and it's just gross, and it's my last day off, so I kind of want to get this knocked out so I can relax a little bit before I start my next stretch of days at work. So here we go. It is cold and raining and just yucky. I just finished up the mowing. I'm gonna go put the tractor away. I didn't actually finish up the mowing. There's a whole nother small section of the side yard on the other side of the driveway, but I'm obviously not getting that done today. I've got an hour before Lexi's due at the vet, so I'm gonna put this away, go in, change my clothes, and we'll get going.
Oh, slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see. The same old people, the same old steeples on every corner for half a mile. But nothing changes, and ain't it strange that we didn't notice as a child that slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white. It makes the gray so hard to see. Living in a dry state where we all say grace, buying liquor on a Sunday across the county lines, where the raindrops rolling off the rooftops, making the clouds stop for just a little while. Oh, slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see. Sitting on the porch steps in the town where we met, after the sun sets on a Friday night. Southern fireflies lighting up the night sky, lucky to realize one more time that slow living can be life-giving, although we might our lives are lived in black and white. It makes the gray so hard to see. It makes the gray so hard to see.
Okay, tires are aired up, both on the truck and on the tractor. The truck has had one low tire for a little bit now, and I just haven't aired it up. So I feel better actually now that that is done, because my low tire pressure light was on this morning. So anyway, I feel better about using the tractor now too. It looks like we still have a tiny bit of daylight left. So I'm gonna get some more of these bigger weeds. I guess they're weeds. I mean, they're not trees. They must be weeds. So I'm gonna get some of these bigger weeds, and we'll take them over and dump them in the pile. Get one more load probably in the tractor to go put on the road in a couple of the holes. Yeah, I always do this. I procrastinate all day long, thinking, oh yeah, I'll do it later. When I get out here, I'm fine. Like, I want to get it done, right? I want to do the work. But it's just the matter of getting out here. It's kind of like going to the gym for me, right? It's like, as soon as I get to the gym, I'm fine with it. Like, I actually enjoy it. But getting up and going, that's my issue. So yeah, we'll try and do better on that this year, I think. Not off to a very good start though, I can tell you that. So anyway, okay, burning daylight. Let's get some of this stuff done. Let's go. I really don't want to get up under there. This little weed eater's not designed for projects like this big. Let's take that load over. Let's take that load over and dump it. Maybe I don't know if we have enough time to go do another load on the road. We'll see. Tools. This is just the beginning of the cleanup process. I have been wanting to do this for a long time, however, I just haven't had the motivation, but I do now. I will start referring to the property as my homestead, and I'm excited to work towards being off-grid, along with planting fruit trees and a garden hopefully in the spring. This does not change the fact that Lexi and I will still travel whenever possible in the truck camper, but as the homestead is not quite paid off yet, I have to maintain my respiratory therapist jobs to pay the bills. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to join us for this journey. Hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Just so you guys know, I did bring Lexi out tonight to pick up Megan so that she can have some time outside and happy in the car. So here we sit waiting for Megan. Anyway.